Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Dream Observer, where I play cozy games for my mental health, and then I share some things that I've learned about psychology and cozy gaming. Today I'm just doing kind of a tour of what I've been up to in my valley, in the game Disney Dreamlight Valley. I have a lot going on, so I think the main things that I want to do is kind of just give you an updated tour of what I have improved upon since last I saw you all. And then I have, a couple of challenges that I want to get some footage for, and I might as well take you guys with me. So let's go ahead and get started by picking out the first quest. Something I wanted to save until I got a chance to record again is this one, because I get to go bless my valley and the vibes with some incense for trying to find the right spot for this dragon statue with Mushu. And I think I have to dress in a certain outfit too, which I really like doing. In Dreamlight, this is what I need to have, is this cool incense thing. So I need to find an outfit that fits that vibe. So let's start with just the very top, the hat. So let's go with something very demure, very mindful. Don't want to go too silly. Hats can be pretty silly, so why don't we just do a very classic crown? I am the ruler of Dreamlight Valley. Might as well embrace it in this sacred role. Okay, so let's go into no masks. What about some glasses? Right now I have this pretty cool frame thing, but I think maybe I don't need anything on my face. Okay, so what about, let's do earrings. Right now I have the gold pearl earrings, very demure. I'm gonna do kind of serious with these tassels. Let's see, what tops do we have? I love this. But it's not right. It's not right for what we want to do. What does this look like? I kind of like that. I kind of like that for now. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. Let's do a more appropriate backpack. What is... kind of feel like just a black backpack. Okay, and now let's do pants. These are all low rise. There we go. We could do a jean moment. I don't want a midriff. It's not the right aesthetic currently. It's too cash. I kind of feel like I think jeans are fine. There we go. We'll go with slacks because they feel a little bit more elevated. What about moment? Okay, now let's find some shoes. We could go with some Oxfords. Maybe some Black Dolly shoes. I'm gonna do loafers. All right. It may not be the best outfit for what I want to do. You know what I can always do? I can go to right. Okay, so let me see. Scout different biomes with your incense lantern. So let's go to the plaza. I'll show you guys around since that's where the store with Scrooge's anyway. That's where I'm heading. So what I have changed since last I saw y'all is I have a lot more of like my own houses like in each section, because I kind of realized that I can do that, and also that it is very convenient when I have, because right now the way that I'm playing is very strategic. I am really trying to decorate my valley, but also utilize like farming, harvesting, because I want to decorate the valley with like a lot of details, and I have to craft a lot of those things. So having different houses in each like little section helps with that process, because I can have lots of different storage things in there. So I have the Haunted Mansion, my house in this biome where I did have Remy's, but I have Remy's over here now. And then there's like a little outdoor section for extra fun and romantic dining. I have a nice little water feature over here in my plaza now. And where I did have, if you were here before, or if you weren't, I had a whole bunch of like apple trees around this, and I was like, I just want a bench and some regular trees. Give it a little space to breathe, and then I moved the apple trees kind of around the center of the plaza. And then I moved the farming over here. So yeah, you can see I didn't change a ton, but we spiffied it up a bit. I have a vibe going, a vision for my plaza now, a lot better than I did last time. I hope you guys are all cozy. Whenever you're watching this, if it's day or night. And if you're not, you should be. I have my water here. Gotta stay hydrated. I've got my cozy pillow to relax on. I'm in very cozy clothes. So, it always takes a minute for the store to load, because there's always a lot of new stuff in there every time, or every day. All right, here we go. What do we have? That's a cool fireplace. Okay. Yes. All right, so our outfits to choose from right now.
Good day, dear.
That's kind of cool.
Your imagination is a powerful magic.
It's sort of incensey vibe, like it's kind of giving like priestess vibes. So that's a contender. We're gonna see what else we have, because I'm like dedicated to this whole thing. I like want to look so cool. Oh, these are fun. They're not for the incense thing. Oh, but I love it. How cute. With the little pumpkin on it. Okay. Very affordable comparatively to the other one. Okay, let's see. We've got, what is this? You can't really see it. Maybe that, I don't know. It's supposed to be a silver square pendant necklace, but all I see is just the like string of it. There's a hat, some shoes, and I already have that backpack. Okay, let's go up here. I love these things. I love the way that they look. I have like a couple of them. And I also have like several of those chandeliers, so I don't need that. But these lights, they're not as bad as like a light like that could be. So I think I'm gonna get it because it's $4.50. That's easy. Okay, I love to check out all of the new floors that I could get and wallpaper. And I'm definitely gonna get wallpaper right now. And then let me see, what else do we have today? I already have one of these, but I like them. But let me see what else I have going on the table. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for this one because it's pretty epic. I think it fits the incense vibe. I'm going for it. Very wise investment indeed. Let's go ahead and, yeah. cute. The only thing I think that we could benefit from is maybe different shoes. I don't know what kind of shoes would go with this type of an outfit though. Not that. Not those. Not that. It's very matchy. It's not cute, in my opinion at least. Okay, I have to take the socks off to see what this is really giving. Okay, I'm gonna go with these. And then I need to change my earrings because the earrings I'm wearing are blue. Maybe none of you play this way, but I'm very, I told you, I'm kind of insufferable. A little bit, I care a lot. I'm gonna go with let's do the Mickey thing because we're wearing the Mickey thing. All right, now we have seen all of this. I'm gonna buy this.
Oh,
I know I like it.
Thank you kindly. Never forget your
I do
imagination.
honestly think I can use, I already have a little bit of this set, but I could use another one, so I'm gonna get another one.
Bye-bye. Never forget your imagination is a powerful magic.
Thank you, Merlin. I like Merlin. I think this is a Mulan thing. I have been trying to get more of the Mulan thing.
Thank you kindly.
Okay. And I think I'm good on the rest. Alright, y'all. Let's go and do some more incense in different parts of my valley. I decided to leave the window open for ambiance, but it is Saturday while I'm filming this. Hello everyone at once. Why are you all stuck right there? That's so silly. So sorry if you hear lawnmowers, people outside. It's neighborhood ASMR. So here's where I put this is the other house that I had available for this section. It's not like super aesthetically matchy. It's the Haunted Mansion for Christmas, even though it looks like it's Halloween. It's Nightmare Before Christmas themed specifically, which is what I believe they do in Disneyland. I don't know if they do it maybe in Disneyland Paris too, but I know they do it in Disneyland, not in Disney World for the Haunted Mansion. So this area, which I have incensed already, just by being here, this has pretty much stayed the same. This is like the boys area so far, or at least a group of boys. I've got Wally and Buzz Lightyear and Goofy and Mickey all living over here. And then as you can see down here, we have Ariel's little house. And now I have incensed all the areas I'm supposed to. Oh, and look who's already following me. How easy is that? Alright. The valley smells so nice now. Good vibrations everywhere, even more than before. That's what I like to see and feel. So what do you think, Natalie? Where should we build our great stone dragon statue? I kind of feel like the plaza is where I would want to put it.
All right.
You want to make it a surprise. Nice. Well, I can't wait to see where you've picked. I trust you. Of course, with your magic, you can change your mind and put it wherever you want. I like that. But first, we gotta make it.
Now that's funny.
True, Mushu. I've made a list for your convenience. Could you gather the materials and make the great stone dragon statue for me? I gotta go tell Mulan what we're doing. Oh, she's gonna be so excited. Hooray. Okay, so I do have to craft it, which is fine. Okay, how do I take this thing out of my hand? Is it an accessory? Yeah. And then, while we are chilling, just hanging out, no more intentional magic in that way at least, I'm gonna rock some like normcore vibes for my own, like, I can't look at, like, I just need it to be chill. Okay, so let's see. Let's just do some shorts, a t-shirt, and let's go with some, like, regular. Let's go black, and let's go... Nope. I rarely choose these. This is the vibe. We're just gonna do tourist... Look at my valley. Okay. So before I craft the stone dragon, we've got this little section over here. It's just a water feature, you know. Give a little interest to this area. And you can sit if you want. There's the fairy godmother. Hello.
You're making so many dreams come true.
Thank you. What a lovely surprise. Okay. Let's do a conversation. My dear, I have something important to tell you. I want you to know that you are valued and loved. You are valued and loved too. This is for all of us.
Oh.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will always care about you. Oh. I love all the options of the answers I can give. I love you too. That's good to hear. But we barely know each other. No, I love you too. Oh, child, that is a wonderful thing to hear. Those words have a magic all their own. That's why I like this game.
Well, that does it.
That's why I use this game for mental health for myself. Even if it's cringe, even if it's lame or like, duh, you should be reminding yourself that you're loved and valued as often as you can. Okay? It's important. Here's Stitch's house. I still think this is pretty much the same since I last showed you guys my little beach. I've got Donald's, and I've got Moana's house and her little fish market situation. And then I did purchase, this was different. This was like a market at one point. I did purchase this like sushi thing, but I have to like put them further apart from each other because like there's no room with the perspective of the camera. But this guy is super cute. I really like him. And he's just here all the time hanging out. He's like a prop, like a set thing, even though it feels like you could come sit down and like order something, which you can't, which I feel like is a missed opportunity. Because like you can see over here, I can sit. These are two couches things that I put there to match the vibe, but I cannot sit here. I can't enter into this little booth, even though it's really cool. So I have to kind of work on this, but the addition that I have is mainly my little house. So this is my beach house that I have, because it went with the thatched roofs, you know, going on. And in here I have like a lot of my fish and supplies that, oh. Somebody just texted me, sorry. So you can see it's very minimal right now because I have a lot of houses, so the design is not like immaculate or anything yet. But in the storage that I have in this house, because it's at the beach, I have some of my fish, sand, you know, things like that, that I would need immediate access to here. So I'm being redundant, but yeah. So I'll work on like the designs of my houses, I think, even more intricately than I had planned on with my one house, which was awesome, but I've like dismantled. And like the flow of the island, I think, is more of what I'm kind of focusing on. So back out at Dazzle Beach, we'll go up to the forest of, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called right now. This section where before I had just the houses, so this is the like the neighborhood vibe going on. Got our little gate, and we've got the fountain in the middle. This is the Monsters Inc. apartment. This is Remy's house from Ratatouille. Sorry. Yeah, I can't get a good view. There we go. And then I have some more work to do. I have a couple of things over here that I used for a different challenge. Some like Monsters Inc. specific stuff. And then you've got this little like sort of garden section to go back to get access to my mining still. So just a little aesthetic, a little vibe. And then we've got Mulan's like tea station here. Because I was going for like a European-esque vibe, and I'm thinking they will buy all of her tea, keep her very happily busy in this section. And then if you saw my last video, like my Christmas market, I decided to sort of just keep as like a permanent feature in the Frosted Heights, because I'm a Capricorn. My birthday is literally right after Christmas. And so I love Christmas, and I am happy to keep it Christmassy. So it's pretty much the same. Oh, every time I come back and there's like all these things that I have to clear, it's so like jarring. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the largest ice thing, glacier, whatever it is. It just grew. Anyway, so it's the same pretty much as it was before. And I've just kind of, like I said, kept it as like a permanent feature. So I'm just gonna, oh, well, thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm developing all of my areas. They've stayed sort of the same as like when I first decided like what I wanted to do. But now I'm just starting to figure out how to actually make them feel more functional. This gazebo and this like special crystal was a request by my son, who is 6, and he's like, that crystal needs its own gazebo. So so we've got that there, and it's working. I like it, actually. Look at Merlin. Yes. Why? That's amazing. Wait, no, don't move. I don't know. I like Merlin, and him sitting in that chair just tickled me. Okay, so haven't done much different stuff. Ooh, excuse me. In this area. Just kind of cleaning it up, kind of getting ready. The new Dream Snaps challenge, which I may or may not do during this particular recording, is all about like a set design for like a movie. I'm going to use some of that stuff. I might even do it there and like have like the set design. I'm thinking I might go with like a witchy vibe, like cauldron, candles, you know, potions and that kind of a thing. We'll see. So up here, what I have done is I am doing kind of a hustle for my pumpkin farm. So why do I have so many wheat things growing? Wheat plants? Because they grow really, really fast, like within a minute of me planting them. And when I harvest a lot of them, I get like a special kind of soil rewarded to me, you know, only after a certain amount of time. So I've created like little wheat farms to get those clay pieces, because it's a part of a potion that I need to equip my watering can with, so that I can make other plants that take a lot longer to grow instantaneously with a potion that I can equip. So my bad that I wanted to film this and show you guys my new like farm, because I've expanded it a lot, and where I got like 64,000 on average harvesting the pumpkins from here, now I have like 184,000 average. But what happened is I harvested all of them, and then I didn't have time to come back to like replant them, so I don't have any of my little like areas, but you can see like where my pumpkins are going to go back, which is also why I need my potion for my watering can, because it takes a long time for pumpkins to grow and get harvested and all of that. So anyway, that's kind of the focus of the hustle that I've done. Really expanding this little farm to make it feel a lot more of a farm. And if you look back at my videos that I've been doing for Dreamlight Valley in this area specifically, it's been a pumpkin farm like since the beginning, but the difference of what it looks like once I have all of my pumpkins back where they're supposed to be, and like all of the area that the brick is not, you can see the great difference. And maybe I'll like show you in the video if I edit it how crazy it is, learning that process. It was a big like a learning curve for me. I have my like witchy house here for the same reasons that I have the other houses. I have Jack Skellington and his sort of section up here as well. And then when I was here last, I was saying I want to do like a whole arcade section for Vanellope, and this is what I did. We've got hopefully enough to keep her entertained, you know. I can still add more, obviously, but yeah. So I kind of like the way that it looks in the Forgotten Lands. I know I could put her in like probably a happier place, but I kind of feel like she just has such an edge to her just because she looks cute and she's like designed to be like a little girl or whatever. I feel like she can hang with Jack Skellington, and like they would like, their humor and sarcasm would be like amazing. And I think low-key also Fairy Godmother has some really good humor. So speaking of harvesting and farming and all of that, Tiana has been my like main person that I've been doing this with here. So that's my tour, my update of a lot of my spaces. It felt like more. It felt like there was a lot more drastic changes than going through what I just went through. But I guess the main thing has been like having a house in mainly every biome. This is the Animal Kingdom Lodge, like miniature version, house version. Okie doke. Whoa. So yeah, so let me go in and get my pumpkin seeds in my house. So this is the vibe of my, what is it called? I can't remember what all of these like little lands are called. I don't know why. The Lion King biome. Okay, here's where I have like all of my gems, my rocks, my diamonds. And you see I have that. The rich soil is what I need specifically to make that potion, and some crystals. So there's my pumpkin seeds. What else do I have in here? Nothing. Okay. So I can put more stuff in that storage box, but let me see. Let me just go ahead and finish this, transferring all of these over so I have spots. It looks like I have about 100 pumpkins already, but I think I need at least 50 more seeds. So let's go ahead and get my 50 seeds. And then something I'm not fully sure of is if I have my storage bins or my like chests in different house. Like when I had them all in one house, even if they weren't in my backpack specifically, I had access to them at the crafting table. But do the crafting tables that I have only have access to the chests that are within that house, or are they all connected? This is what I'm trying to figure out, since I've made like all of my houses everywhere. See, I don't have enough for my miracle growth because I don't have enough soil, but I feel like I do in a different house. So, you can play games as complicated as you want them to be, or as like simple and straightforward as you want them to be. And I tend to make everything more complicated. It's just the it's just how I am. So I'm sure some of you are watching and you're like, girl, what are you doing? But this is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go see if I have more rich soil in my, I feel like it would be in my house that's in the Peaceful Meadow area. So let's see. Oh yeah, I have like some picnic spots. I lived in South Africa for a couple of years, and something that was like really big in the culture that I miss so much is what they would call, in Afrikaans at least, like a braai. A braai. And you would have basically like a barbecue type situation with your whole family, mostly on Sundays. At least that's what it was like when I was there 15 years ago. So anyway, this is like emulating that sort of idea in South Africa. Africa is a whole continent. South Africa is just one of the countries. But that's what I associate like Africa with from my personal life experience. And I have my little braai, which I'm happy about. This is where I think I'm going to do the Mushu statue, or the Great Stone Dragon, which I have to craft still. Oh yeah, it's over here in this house. I think it's over here. So this vibe is sort of like, I like the thorns all around. It's supposed to be like the forgetting, which is like, you know, bad or whatever in the game. But it's really just like my shadow self, like my inner child, my wounded inner child, if you will. So I'm embracing it as like a witchy thing, and plants. It's kind of got like a plant vibe. So if I was like a plant witch, spending like the majority of my day doing what I'm doing in Dreamlight Valley, then, you know, I probably would embrace the dark witchy side. Okay, so I have 8 soils, rich soils, and I think it said I had 9 at my crafting table. Let me just double check. And then that will confirm that it's all of the storages. The storages, all of the chests that are connected to each of my crafting tables. 8 out of 10. Okay, so what I need is, I guess, some more rich soil. So I will just do my little wheat hustle. So let's do that. The design of this game is so pleasant, for me, at least. I like the music. When you're hanging out with different characters, the music changes too, to kind of like their theme song, or like a reprise of their theme song, something, a variation. And I like that. That's fun to be able to change up the music. Alright, so Tiana's gonna give me the most like wheat in return, because I'm hanging out with her and she basically everything I harvest she gives me double of. So that'll be a little bit annoying, but what I'm looking for is rich soil, and I need at least 2 more for one of my potions, but a lot more if I wanted to get the like potion that lasts longer on my watering can, so that I can actually have more of a pumpkin harvest immediately. But we'll see how it goes. So as I said, I have the most wheat. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so far, no clay, no soil, no rich soil. So let's see. Let's see if I can get some. There's one. So there. Now you've seen. I'm not a liar. Yeah, there's another one. Normally I get about 3 from this section, but sometimes, oh, I don't want the wheat though, I just want the soil really. Thank you. Right, so here's the 3 that I was saying I normally get from this section. Was a gazillion wheat stalks. So crazy. Alright, so I don't really need the wheat, personally.
Hi there, pal.
So to just get it off, or get it out of my storage, looks like Evie could use some wheat, but that's fine. They did a new update where you can see in your inventory, like, if it would be a good gift for somebody. Like here it would be a good gift for Nala, to give her an amethyst. And before you just kind of had to like go ask them, or like it's a lot, you had to go through a whole thing. Now you don't. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just sell off my wheat because I don't really need it. I'm looking more for the clay, the soil, the rich soil, if you will. Sometimes I'll play where I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go get every single, like, one of these thorns out of the way. I'm gonna go get all of the little treasure chests that there should be, that respawn every day. I'm gonna clean up all of the biomes from all the things. Sometimes I'm really focused on, like, doing, like, a particular challenge, like, I had the Mardi Gras parade with Tiana, like during Mardi Gras this past weekend, which was fun. So that's kind of like what I was focused on. So the game has so much to offer. so many different kind of goals you can have, that really you can play it however you want to. And I find myself kind of bouncing around, doing a lot of different, I don't know, strategies. A lot of different strategies of playing the game. Okay, so now I should have enough rich soil for at least some of my pumpkins. And I do. So here we go. We're gonna make a potion. Okay. So now I'm going to go redig, replant, and water all of my pumpkins in my pumpkin farm. So if you're not here for the vibes, for the coziness, you can just skip through this part, because that's what I'm gonna do. Some monotony is good for your brain, especially if you're neurodivergent like me. Shutting off your brain can be very beneficial.
What a perfect day for terrain.
And difficult to do. So, oh look, I forgot a pumpkin last harvest. How lovely. What we are going to do is get this pumpkin farm back up and running. So I'm going to turn the lights on because it's pretty. If it'll work with me. Thank you. I'm going to clean up the area if I can. If there's... Hello, bird. Excuse me. Yeah, pick up anything that I can if it's going to get in the way. This, unfortunately, I have to wait until it is... I have other things planted around it, and I can use the potion to make it grow so that I can pull it up, because it's not a pumpkin. I accidentally planted something else. But anyways, so I'm going to go around to the very front and start at the entrance over here. And I normally have 1, 2, 3 pumpkins planted on one side. Not playing on the PC means being very specific where you want to put things. It's hard, the controls are hard to make it kind of go with what you want because they're kind of wild controls. Okay. So I hate having to redig when I've already done the path for the same reason as the controls, because you can undo your path, which isn't fun. So as you see, when I dig, I get other resources as well. Like this biome has clay where I'm digging. Some of them give pebbles, and that's what they're called. Some of them give you, yeah, there's some pebbles right there too. You get some money, you know? So the more that you do tasks in this game, the more resources you get in general. So there's a heavy emphasis on that, even though the storyline is a big part of the game and the mechanisms that you unlock, etc. The characters and their storylines are really big. A lot of people are motivated by new characters, new extensions to gain those new characters, that kind of a thing. I'm just not rich enough to be able to be getting every extension because they have a new character. I'd love to get Merida. I've heard the Storybook Vale extension, and I've seen some of my friends even play online, and it looks so fun. It looks really fun. to like the type of games, the type of aesthetic is so pretty. Those mushrooms and the forests and stuff. I got the extension of Eternity Isle because I wanted some of the like Atlantis themed stuff, and Rapunzel is on there. Jafar is a pretty bad villain too, so I liked that. But I have not progressed on that at all. I got the extension and then I kind of got low-key overwhelmed by like the fact that it's a whole new valley. It's basically like the same game but just a different like world and aesthetic and stuff. So you start from scratch. And for people who have been playing this game and done everything they've ever wanted to do in their valleys, they've decorated, they've like unlocked all their characters. I mean that sounds great, you know, that's perfect. But because I only play games intentionally for mental health, I like don't really have time to be a consistent gamer. Although I mean I probably would if I did have the time. I'm not like, you know, hating on it or anything. But I'm just explaining that like I specifically found this game and some other cozy games like it, and I tried to teach myself like kind of self-discipline to be a gamer. I know it's really strange for probably a lot of people, but I didn't grow up being somebody that played video games. Like I did Halo tournaments with people in my youth group because I had a lot of guy friends that were into Halo, and you know, I don't know, I just Tony Hawk games and stuff, but they weren't like exciting. I wasn't like, oh man, I gotta play Halo. Like it was more just like that's what everyone else was doing to hang out. So like why I'm not like I can do that. I'm like I'll hang out and do that, you know. But this type of game, for so many reasons, are like for someone like me, like my personality type, things that I'm interested in. It's got a lot of psychology. If you know, if you're looking for it, and even if you're not, a lot of the storyline has to do with like friendships and being like self-aware and like self-accepting and kind of talking about some taboo topics like mental health. So yeah, I choose to play this game very sparingly when I have the time, and I really do try to make more time. So yeah, so maybe you're like me, maybe you're not like a huge gamer, maybe that's why you don't have a lot of games yourself. Maybe you watch people play games for kind of similar purposes where it's just like to kind of unwind. I know a lot of people that just watch people stream playing games. And I think it's probably serving the same purpose psychologically and like emotional regulation wise, that kind of a thing, especially depending on the type of game that you're watching, the type of content that people are making. So yeah, so that's mainly the reason I'm here, and I'm just kind of showing you like what I do when I am playing these games, like what I'm interested in at the moment, like what I've been into. So like I said before we got here, it's pretty monotonous, you know, but once I've laid out like where everything is supposed to go, like how I like the design and the look of you know, having this like pumpkin farm situation, then you know, I like the monotony, especially sometimes. There's this one challenge that I have, I think it's Buzz Lightyear, and I'm like looking for like the alien toys from Toy Story, the like, you know, squeaky toy aliens, and there's like, I don't know, 15 of them or something that I'm supposed to find, and I found 14 of them. And this was months ago that I did this challenge, and in order to find the final one, I have to go in every single villager's house every single day and see if it's spawned. And I think it might have just glitched. So I might have to like email like customer support or something. Which they've been great at. Disney Dreamlight Valley, like there's been a couple of other like glitches that have happened in the game, and I, you know, emailed them an issue, sent them a photo showing them like what I'm talking about, and just kind of had it resolved pretty quickly. So I don't know how it is with like a whole bunch of other games. When you have like a glitch or like, and I think that's what some people say about Dreamlight Valley is that it's been in sort of like a beta stage for a while. If you've been playing Dreamlight Valley to any extent at all in the past like year, 2 years, then you've been pretty much a part of like the test audience for it, at least to my understanding. And now with all the extensions and a larger audience and participation from a lot of different countries and people, it's become more of a popular game, and they are able to fix a lot more of the bugs and make more characters. There's a rumor that P.E.R.M.A is coming this summer, and I think it looks like Jasmine and Aladdin just got added to the game. But again, like, I'm not a gamer, I'm not an expert, I'm not going to have all of the answers to, like, this is how you should play this game, here's every single hack. I don't have that time. I don't have the time for that. But I can be your casual gamer friend. We can have, please comment if you are a player of this game and you're like, have a different way of doing it, or if you have your own channel. Like, I'm the type, like, I'm a follow for follow, I'm like a watch my video, I'll watch your video type of a thing. I think we should all be supporting each other. It's really easy and free to do on the internet, at least, with engagement. And a lot of my friends are doing the hustle thing, you know, they have a lot of things that they're passionate about, and as a neurodivergent person, I love nothing more than passion. If you're passionate about something, if you're excited about something, especially within the gaming world, psychology, let me know in the comments. I'm down to just get to know whoever's watching my videos better if you're into it. If you're brave enough to be like, putting a comment. You don't have to. But if you do, I will respond. Alright, you guys, so I think I've got every single little spot that I needed to get. And what I'm going to do is now we're just going to plant all of our little pumpkin seeds. Here we go. And then we have to water them all. So, like I said, monotony. I think for me, monotony helps me engage. If you haven't seen my video about the psychology model that I use for cozy gaming, it's called P.E.R.M.A, and it's an acronym that stands for positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishments. And the E, engagement, that's like being immersed in your character, like forgetting what time it is, getting into like a flow state, because you're so engaged. It can be like escapism, positive or negative, and there's a lot of psychological benefits, both positive and negative, of that like disassociation of yourself into your character, like with video gaming specifically. And I play Hogwarts Legacy, which I love, for the same reason, that the immersion and like the engagement for me as someone who like gets into the world and like is into just being in the game, just in the world of the game alone. I love Hogwarts for that reason, and I like this game for that reason. So I was playing Palia for a while, but it has, for me at least, just a lot more to do in order for the game to feel cohesive and sort of meaningful or engaging to me. I like the idea of the game. I like the design of the game. It's really pretty. And there's a lot of really amazing things to do. There's so much to do. And so in that sense, it could be really engaging if I had a lot of time. I feel that way about kind of like the Final Fantasy games as well, because I feel like I have to put so much effort in to feel invested and feel fulfilled by my character going through this journey and stuff. Whereas because of just the design of the game of Dreamlight, it takes so much less effort for me to kind of get into the idea of the programming, the design of this game, and kind of same for Hogwarts, because it's pretty, and I like to be in a castle with like tapestries that are coming alive and ghosts, and there's like, it's fun. No offense, I think the Final Fantasy designs, like those worlds, are really pretty as well, but there's a lot of stop and starting, a lot less like wandering for the game to progress, a lot less freedom, I guess, of choice. And I think that's getting into the whole like idea of sandbox gaming, the philosophy, Japanese philosophy of having like a sandbox for you to kind of like play in, similar to like, you know, like a Zen garden where you have like the sand and the rake and, you know, the like minimal design of things, like a stone here or there, something like that. And I don't know the word for it right now. I want to make a video about this philosophy in general, because it gets into not just video games but music and movies and all, you know, everything. It's like being very intentional with your mental health. Anyway, so there are certain types of games that are like designed in a certain way that for me, playing casually and immersing myself and getting like the most benefits psychologically from like just a short session, I think that that's a part of the design, the intention of those types of games, and I think it falls under sandbox. But I could be wrong. But I'm just chatting as I'm planting, as one does. We're almost there, you guys. We're almost there. Almost there. Just like Tana would sing. So close, and then I can water them. And they won't look so sad and dry and thirsty. Okay. Alright, I have to eat food to finish the last few. Come on. There we go. So let me go ahead and do these last few. Plant, plant, plant. Okay, did I get them all? No. We are completed with our planting stage, planting phase. Now, I'll just show you. So, I do have to water them in general, and they turn green and they look like, you know, they're actually doing something, being a plant, being a happy plant. But I sort of planted and created these rows so that I can get more plants at once with a single like little watering moment, as you can see. And it's very finicky, my controls, so I don't always get the same amount of spots in like one go. But to expedite the process, I use my blue potion that we just made together And I apply it to my watering can. I try to get as many as I can at once. And when I water them, they immediately grow. And isn't that satisfying? It is to me, at least. Okay, so I don't have that many uses, so I tried to get as many as I can on one go. Oh man. Did you see I almost had all of them, and then I moved ever so slightly. It's kind of annoying because sometimes I can get like 8, and I can only get 7. Definitely get 6. If you guys are as frustrated trying to watch me do this as I am, or as I feel trying to, we're gonna go with that. No, I didn't even have it. That was sad. I tried so hard, got so far, and in the end it didn't even matter. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and water the rest. So I have like, what, 3 little waterings with that, and do you see how much effort it takes? I have to have 10 rich soils, which means I have to harvest a whole bunch, which means I have to be planting a whole bunch and keeping up with them. And then I need crystals from the caves, the Vitalis crystals, in order to make the potion. And then I need like iron ingots and stuff. So it takes like quite a bit of effort to get the potion to make everything grow instantaneously. And then you only get like 3 or 4 little goes at it. So it's not always something I prioritize because that's exhausting to play like that. But if I have my little setup, you know, I've got my wheat planted and everything kind of like in place, then I can get several 100,000 coins from this little hustle, which helps me purchase more like set designs and costume things, which helps with my dream snaps, which helps with just everything. So yeah, so that's my new thing that I've been doing. And I do have 2 floating islands. I have like a library island that I'm dedicating to just like research, and that's Merlin's house specifically because he has like a library. And then I did my like little cottage up there and like all of the books that you can imagine and a million little picnic zones. I'm still working on that. And then I have a whole island dedicated to Mulan because I don't know, her whole aesthetic just fits way better like on its own, and I can kind of create my own biome for her. So I have like a lot of like bamboo stuff going on. I have a house up there that's like Mulan themed, and so I'm working on that. I don't have enough Dreamlight to get a new floating island yet. I have a lot of quests open right now because, like I said, I feel like you're either choosing one focus or another, and it's like you're either decorating, you're doing these like events, or like a dream snap challenge. I don't know. So I'm kind of just doing all of it. But this is the new one. It's the Oasis Retreat, and it's got Jasmine and Aladdin and some of the themes of the Oasis Retreat. So I have some duties that are some requests that are specific to this event, and if I do these things, then I get those little leaves as a reward. And then when I get those, I can get these like specific custom items. There's Aladdin, like a little topiary thing. So, you know, this is a good way to get some stuff if you don't want to do the hustle of like the pumpkin farming and all of that kind of stuff. Some people do like it with gems and jewels or fish. You know, there's all kinds of little hustles you can do to get all of the like decor of your dreams. This is the Dream Snap that is currently taking place. I haven't done it yet. Like I said, I'm still working on trying to gather all of my ideas for the set. I've already voted on everything that had to do with, what was this? Villagers on Parade. So the Mardi Gras one. Let me see, what's my submission? Oops. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, never mind. What does it say? Check submission X. That's why I wasn't doing it. It's like cut off on my thing. Okay. So this was my submission with my little Mardi Gras outfit with Tiana. And this one, what was this? The Cabinet of Curiosities. Y'all, I tried so hard on this, and let me check this was mine. You can see I have like, I tried. I have a lot of oddities, a lot of fun things. I was like, if I walked into this space, this is gonna feel like a real museum, like a real little like side of the road showcase type thing. That's what I don't know, that's what I was thinking. But what people really do with this, show top submission, this one. Look at how people go so stinking hard. In the best way. I'm obsessed. Like, they did such a good job. And like a lot of this doesn't make sense aesthetically, like if I'm like in the moment trying to design or like create the dream snaps. But as a photo, it's so impressive and it comes across like so effectively. So my new affirmation for myself for these dream snaps is like, go big. Like, go bigger than you think. Go crazier than you think. Because everybody else will. So I think next time I really want to do my dream snaps and some of my other stuff on my own. I think this is where I'm going to leave it for today. I just wanted a little update of my valley. Show you that I have like a massive pumpkin farm now that I've just like been adding, you know, little by little to the valley, keeping it. This is another like wheat farming situation. There's a lot of situations in my valley. So I'm gonna go replant all of these little wheats and do some more of my, you know, challenges with some of my villagers probably. And I'll see you guys for another valley update at another time probably. So
I happen to be the world's most powerful wizard.
I'll see you guys next time. Bye.